Hey guys, I just barely got some new chicks from Tractor Supply the other day. They're red sex-link pullets. They're a week and a half old now, I'd say, because they're a week old when I got them from Tractor Supply. I figured I'd make this video for people that haven't had chickens before. Well, haven't had baby chickens anyway before. So they and give you guys some advice about how to take care of them, what I have them in and stuff. Pretty much, I've got them in a 20-gallon tote, 15-gallon tote, just a tote, like one of them plastic totes that you can get from like a store or whatever. Just a plastic storage tote with a heat lamp that I've had for a couple years from Tractor Supply when I first got my first set of chicks. I've got 15 of them, and I figured I'd just make a video, tell you guys about what you need, stuff like that. So I guess I'll just start off with what you need. Before you get your chickens, make sure that you go out, get yourself a tote, or get something that you can put them in. Rabbit cages work. I've had baby chicks from rabbit cages. You need a heat lamp. This is the major part to keep them warm. Otherwise, they will die if you don't keep them warm. You need a feeder, which I just barely bought this when I bought the chicks. Well, I bought the feeder and the water just so that I could have new feeder and water so it's more sanitary. And I buy bales of wood shavings from Tractor Supply, or just a farm and garden store. They should have them. But these guys are pretty lively. This is the most amount of chicks I've had at one time. But yeah, so you need heat lamp, you need a feeder, which they have trough feeders, or you can get feeders they're pretty much the same thing as the water that's down in there, but they just have a different base. And when you get them, you're gonna need your heat lamp, a tote, rabbit cage, something to put them in, feeder, water. You're gonna need food for them, which I just get Do More Chick Starter Grower, which that's what you'll need, a starter grower. Don't get chick starter, because I don't know why you're not supposed to get chick starter for baby chicks. You need starter grower. Chick starters for quails, turkeys, ducks, stuff like that. And then I just barely found out about this stuff. It's Save a Chick products, electrolyte. You mix it in to their water, and it gives them electrolytes and stuff. It helps them with stress, because it's very stressful for them to be, when they get shipped to Tractor Supply. Tractor Supply puts this in their water. So I just got a couple packets of that. One packet mixes to 1 gallon of water. It'll turn the water an orangey color. But so you don't need this. I've never used it, but it seems to help them quite a bit. They're pretty lively now. They weren't when I first got them. But I usually get the crumble, because it's, I don't know, I just think they like it better than the pellets. I got a feed scoop in there. So what you need is, you need your chick starter grower. You can get that electrolyte stuff if you want, but I got a 25-pound bag. Right? Yeah. Got a 25-pound bag of chick starter grower for like $9 at Tractor Supply. And that's pretty much what you need. You need your feed, you need a waterer, feeder, pine shavings, and your chickens. And what I do is, this is usually, I haven't ever done this before, but I did have it hanging from the rafters up there because they're in my basement. I had my heat light hang over the tote, but what I've been doing is I just take it, I hook it onto this board, and it seems to work pretty good. But as long as they get heat, that's all that matters. And keep your heat light on one side of the tote. Don't keep it over all the tote, so if they want to get away from the heat, they can get away from it. If they get too hot, otherwise they can die from being overheated. But yeah, I had a batch of chicks last year. The year before that, well, 2 years ago was when I first got my first batch of chicks, and I only had 6 of them, and they were same breed as these ones. And these chickens are actually really, really good chickens. I would recommend them to anybody. The egg production's great. They're pretty hardy bird too, and they get to decent size. They lay really good eggs. My first batch of chickens I had that were the same as these were laying like eggs that had like 4 yolks in them. A couple of them would even lay eggs that were like duck-size eggs every once in a while. But yeah, I figured I'd make a video, tell you guys what you need and stuff. And what else should I tell you guys? Well, they're starting to try to fly now. They're starting to feather out. What else is there to talk about? Oh, if they're day-old chicks, they will get buildup from their poop, and you just take a wet washcloth and wipe them off. You got to keep that off, otherwise it'll block them up, and if it blocks them up, they'll die from just not being able to. It'll pretty much poison them, and it will kill them. Oh, and if they're day olds, they're supposed to have it's supposed to be, I think, like 95 to 100 degrees in their tote, around that area. And then as the weeks go on, you're supposed to back the light up so they get 5 degrees less, stuff like that. But I found that I just leave my light on all the time, and I don't back it up or anything. I leave it at the same height, and all the chickens I've ever had are fine with it. You don't have to keep moving your light around and stuff. But I do that when they get bigger. Well, that was when I had 6 of them. They were in here for a couple weeks. They got pretty decent size, so I just moved the light up so it's just warming them a little bit. But once they get all feathered out and stuff, you can put them into an outside coop or a bigger area with less heat. But yeah, if you have any questions or anything, just leave a comment or leave me a comment, something like that. I'll help you to the best that I can. Okay, that's probably it for now. Thanks, guys. I'm probably going to do updates about these chickens every once in a while, just to show you what them growing and whatnot, and the different stages and stuff. So, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks, guys. Bye.